You are listening to 40 Weeks with Vanessa Merton, host of the Pregnancy Podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the 40 Weeks podcast. Welcome to week 15. Your baby Lemon is growing in week 15 to about the size of an apple or a baseball. Your little guy or girl is 4 inches or 10 centimeters from head to bottom and weighs 2.5 ounces or 70 grams. Your baby hiccups, but they can't yet make a sound because their trachea is still filled with fluid, not air. The intestinal tract continues to develop. Your baby's legs are growing longer than their arms right now, and they are looking more like a baby. By now, the ears are positioned where they should be on the sides of the head. They started out forming in the neck, and their eyes are moving from the side of the head to the front of their face. Although their eyelids are still fused shut, they are able to sense light. Your little cutie is spending most of their time practicing breathing, sucking, and swallowing, which are skills that they will definitely need once they are born. They are pretty actively kicking and curling their toes and moving those little arms and legs. It's still too early to feel them moving around, but in about a month or so, you will be able to feel it. You may be finding yourself getting winded easily, and no need to worry, this is just your uterus pushing up against your diaphragm, which can make it tougher for your lungs to expand. Just relax and take some deep breaths. If you are having a hard time keeping up with your usual cardio routine, tone it down a little bit. You have probably gained about 5 pounds by now, give or take, and you can expect to gain more. Instead of focusing on the scale, make sure that you are fueling your body and your baby with healthy, whole foods, and don't stress too much about the pounds. You may be offered a quad screen or triple screen test sometime between now and week 20. The blood screen measures 2 pregnancy-related hormones, and an ultrasound measures nuchal translucency, or the fluid beneath the skin behind your baby's neck. This is a non-invasive evaluation that combines those results with the mother's age to identify risk for specific chromosomal abnormalities. It is important to keep in mind that this is a screening test, not a diagnostic test. A positive result does not equate to having an abnormality. It is only an indication that you might want to discuss further testing with your care provider. This and all other non-invasive tests are covered in episode 15 of the Pregnancy Podcast, and you can listen to that at pregnancypodcast.com/episode 15. Tip for dad: in addition to eating healthy, your partner should also be drinking plenty of water. You can be a great help by handing them a glass of water and reminding them to drink 64 ounces a day. It may also help to replace sugary drinks in your fridge, like soda, with bottled water or sparkling water. Thank you for tuning in. Show notes for this episode can be found at pregnancypodcast.com/week 15. Next week, you could start feeling little flutters in your belly, and until then, I wish you the very best for your pregnancy journey. There are so many awesome resources available to you at pregnancypodcast.com, and you can sign up with your email address and your due date to get a weekly email with a link to the episode for your specific week every week in your inbox. I look forward to seeing you in the Pregnancy Podcast Facebook group, which is a great place not only to connect with some other parents-to-be, but also to be able to ask questions and get answers specific to things that you are dealing with and planning for your pregnancy and birth.